The attack did a fantastic job. The blue line looked great, too. You got to see a couple newcomers, and Blake Munnings come in and play his first game. You got to see a great performance as well on the blue line from Mason Roy. Munnings out of the lineup tonight. I believe Roy might have been a scratch after the pregame skate, but they did a great job filling in for the big man.
The attack had to make one more removal from their roster after the warm-up. Mason Roy, he is out there, so that means the attack are going to go with 11 forwards and 7 deep. Here's a centering pass through the skates of Vaughn. Enright from the point delays. They'll move it to the half boards. Ditch back across. Right point, Greer. Coming onto the ice with Pawsey off his stick. Couldn't get it out. Sticks with it, however. And ultimately, with some assistance there from Noah Nelson, the attack do clear. Special teams have been so huge for Owen Sound early in this season, JC.
They have. Unfortunately, their top-ranked penalty kill has seen its numbers drop a little bit in the last week or so, but still ranked 7th at 86.2. They do have a shorthanded goal for this season. North Bay, meanwhile, 13th ranked power play.
Greer passes off. There's a low shot save made. The rebound off the shoulder of Trenton Bennett as he denies procession. Now to Shamar Moses. He lets it go. And it's off the blocker and out of play as Trenton Bennett getting tested here.
Cross-ice feed over here to Moses, and there you go. The big man getting that blocker up. Even when he's already down in the butterfly position, he still covers that upper part of the net so well, which is why a lot of NHL teams took a look at him at the draft this year.
Makes a save there again as Greer got a hard wrist shot off, trying to keep it in at the point, and he does. Penalty about to expire. Here's Ryder Cali into the slot. Warren tried a one-touch. The attack clear it out just as the penalty expired. No icing to be called as we're back to 5-on-5. So 4 shots on the power play there for the North Bay Battalion, but
this will stand as the first OHL goal for Jonathan Banks.
So a 1-0 attack lead off a power play goal. That's something we've seen a few times already this season. Right here at the Bayshore, John Banks has his first OHL marker. Tristan DeLille coming after the puck, poking it away from Ryder Cali. And how about the awareness on that goal, JC, of Harry Nancy to just pull up and wait for the last man coming in Banks. And to your point, there was so much heading towards the net. Perfect opportunity to shoot, and he cashes in. The attack looking for a little more here now. Bowie gets in front of Harper. He's pinned up by Harper now with the puck in his skates. Sikora in there to help him out as they try to wedge it free. Rides on the perimeter, and as it squirts loose, he'll take it. Bronson Ride with the breakout pass up to Ryder Cali. Cali takes it to his backhander, trying to get around our net. Low shot stopped by Bennett. DeLille gets the puck up the boards. Rink wide pass made by Mikas. Here's Bedkowski for Mikas. Trying to charge on through. Max DeLille leaning in on Ride.
They can converge on a turnover puck. Like, it's just instantaneous. Everybody knows that puck possession has changed and they're already in the other direction.
Pouncing on a puck as he was trying to come out of the zone was Amadovsky. So too was Ryder Cali. A high flip into center ice, and there's Enright to go back with it for Ken Greer. Ahead now to Procession. Procession trying to bully his way in. Good pass back to Greer. His shot off of a leg. Noah Roberts will find the puck as he took a cross check there from Procession that snapped Procession's stick right in half. Now a backhand shot missed the goal. Procession just goes off the ice. Briar Long replaces him. Big hit along the boards, and a penalty is coming up as Mason Ray ran over Kent Greer. And we'll see what the call is. Boarding will be the penalty.
Here's on the attack this year, and that's just prone for all kinds of clutch and grab penalties by the opposition.
North Bay is changing, and they'll send it back to Cali just inside his blue line. Ryder Cali, young forward here in the league. First full season in the Ontario Hockey League. Will leave the puck off. Brought ahead here by Kent Greer. Around the boards Procession. Cali waits on it. He lets it go by to Shamar Moses. Moses with a backhand flip. Knocked down. It was sent to the point. Kept in. Cross ice pass. Blocked. Cali went for a shot. That denied. And taking off is Tristan DeLille. DeLille trying to run around Greer, who was looking to run him at the boards. And good job done here by Tristan DeLille to chew a little bit of clock. Keeps the battalion in their own zone. 20 seconds to go in the power play. Moses with a head fake. Moses trying to get his way through with a bouncing puck. The attack, take it away. Played down the ice by DeLille at the end of his shift, and Cole Zarowski gives chase. Zarowski is there as he slides into the corner. Same corner where he got banged up against the Bears.
It's a great chance at the opposite end on Bennett, whether it's a big hit. That can get the team going and snap them out of this little funk that they're in right now, but definitely still feeling a bit of the effects of that big win last night.
Long shot by Vaughn was off the pad of Trenton Bennett. Now Cam Warren. Cali was trying to cycle it back to Warren. It was taken by DeLille. Far side, Pierce Bowie. Banks jumping up into the play. He's feeling good after his first goal. He had a collision inside the North Bay zone as the Battalion ice it. And we got 2:03 left in the first.
Aminofsky. And we'll also get a chance to look around the OHL with the other games going on this Thanksgiving weekend, as well as our play of the period and the period summary from what's been, again, a very quick first period mark.
Saturday night, looking forward to that in our first intermission. Cali stopped in the neutral zone, turned in by Bowie, driving to the net. Bowie behind the back in front, and DeLille tipped it just wide. Ended up in tight quarters there, crashing towards the net. Greenberg gloves the puck down. That'll be a whistle.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you're looking at the opposition coaching staff and looking at guys that you used to know and have a pretty good relationship. And last season when North Bay was here, the one thing I noticed is that Scott headed after the game immediately over to the North Bay dressing room to exchange pleasantries with his former colleagues. So it's nice to be able to beat them, especially on home ice, but at the same time, they're still pretty good friends as well.
You know, the Battalion want to get this one back in the good books for them. Second period starts as Parker Vaughn will slide the puck into the corner. Cam Warren takes it high in the zone, throws it at the net to hit a body in front and goes into the corner. Kent Greer on the pinch. Good job by John Banks as he steals it. And Banks will try and get it out of the zone for Bowie. Sent right back in, though, by Parker Vaughn. The North Bay Battalion and the Barrie Colts teamed up on a couple of trades last year, sending some very prominent players over to Barrie.
For at least a really good, quick shift to try to stop any momentum the other team might be building, and also to start to build a little bit of your own.
Zarowski sends the puck into the North Bay zone as McIver will leave it behind the net. It comes around the boards. Elliot Arnett kept it in momentarily. He now gets back to his position. Here comes Cam Warren trying to go inside outside. Spinning shot well wide of the goal, and at the point Manzo will keep it in. Vaughn had to go by him, and it's picked up by Zarowski across ice to Deck. He's got Max DeLille coming on through. The pass was nearly there. It caught a leg, and now a hustle back for it as Vaughn will get around our net for Cali. Also there is Warren. Here's Cam Warren, the shot just wide. Follow-up attempt was blocked by Arnett. Vaughn trying to get it back in front one more time. Parker Vaughn in front. Ryder Cali scores! Great work by the Battalion, and they get another one back.
What a setup for Ryder Cali and his fourth goal of the season. We'll take a look at it in behind the net. Battalion are working to dig it loose. Cali here just gets the jump on
the puck. Bowie was going to the net. We'll have to look again to see if maybe it did touch him. The Battalion will not challenge, and the attack get a little breathing room with an insurance marker. Nancy for Crawford. So it is Sikora's goal, with DeLille and Bowie drawing the assist. Manzo now coming on through, and he was hit hard as he was trying to get a shot going right to the net. Now down the left wing, it's Mason Ray covering a lot of ice, though. There's Adrian Manzo as he was in a good battle with Ray. The Battalion will start out of their own end. They got a 3-on-2. Cali knocks it down. Cross ice pass. What a feed there. The shot broken up. On it though. They get a shot towards the net wide. Side of the net. Trying to get it in front. The Owen Sound attack will gain possession. Errant pass there as they did not see Moses. And Moses gets the steal. Up against Rogers. Moses he's got in this game. I've got him up to 4 as we'll need an ice pack at the end of tonight's contest. Good touch by Bowie to negate the icing, and coming back to get the puck is Harper. We're midway through the second period, 9:50 to go. Owen Sound leads North Bay 4-2. Cam Warren on the rush. How about that? He hops around Banks, gets to control the puck. It's going to be Cam Warren heading back to the point, hooked up there by Nancy. Kept in the zone, it's Vaughn. Parker Vaughn a shot. Trenton Bennett will make the save. Squares up to that one as Crawford gets it ahead to Nancy. 2-on-1 developing potentially. Mason Ray picks it up for Harry Nancy, a backhander, and getting a blocker save was McIver. Another chance, Ray trying to get it at the goal. Couple of whacks there, puck loose behind the net. Mason Ray got it out in front, but the Battalion had it covered up. Ryder Cali now trying to get around Lenny Greenberg. Greenberg trying to fight him off. How about Cali, who got knocked down? Oh, his skate came up awfully close to the face there of Lenny Greenberg. Might even have nicked him as he puts his glove up to check. It was a very close call just inside the Owen Sound zone.
Player is going off. He touches the puck, and that is a classic too many men.
Third power play of the contest for the Battalion. 0 for 2. It's Moses. Back to Greer. Over to Cam Warren. High slot Cali. Cali brings it out. Greer will send it across. Shamar Moses. Ryder Cali from the dot. High shot, hit his own man, Procession. Couple of whacks out in front, it got by Warren. Owen Sound might think offense here shorthanded. 2-on-2 rush with DeLille and Nelson. And that move at the blue line by Tristan DeLille is going to put them in offside.
Jawing at the ref there about catching in a high stick, maybe from Procession as he fell, but nothing doing about that.
He's able to tie up Ryder Cali on the face-off, and Owen Sound will take it back in their own end. Elliot Arnett sends it down the ice. If Procession saw the opportunity to finish his check. Meanwhile, Mason Ray trying to pin that puck on the end boards. 1 against 3. The Battalion will work it out of there and start things up with 1 minute 5 seconds to go in this power play. Procession sends it in offside. So Moses will have to flee the zone. And Ryan Houlihan very vocal on that North Bay bench tonight. Wanting his team to be a little more attentive there. Wellenreiter gets a shot off right into the breadbasket of Trenton Bennett. Kind of felt when they were on that delayed offside, trying to jump on a loose puck. The Battalion get it out. Use all 3 forwards though, and they dump it in as they start a line change. Bedkowski right up the middle. Finds Mason Ray, who's over the line. Right with him was Harry Nancy as Nancy turns. Drops it. Mason Roy a shot. Goes right onto the tape of Jake Crawford. Crawford trying to go back to Roy. A little give and go did not develop. And attacking the other way come the troops. Vaughn's heading to the net. Last man in is Ryde. His shot over top of the goal. Owen Sound will look to turn it the other way. And here goes Harry Nancy over to Mason Ray. Nancy going to the net. Ray with a shot and a diving block made by Harper. Nancy's pass is going to get intercepted by Parker Vaughn, who spun the puck over now to Cam Warren. The rookie Warren takes a hit, but he makes a drop pass. Harper to the front of the net, and right through the skates of Cali and Rogers. On the cycle, Jake Crawford is there. Moves the puck up to Noah Nelson, and Nelson threw it off the pad of McIver, and it ricochets all the way down towards Trenton Bennett. 45 seconds remains in period number 2. Harry Nancy flips it ahead. He gets to the puck, does Nancy. Crawford comes into the fray. Around the boards, Rogers pinches in, his shot wide. 30 seconds left in the period. Nancy loses the battle as Parker Vaughn takes it and rifles it right on net. Interesting strategy there. Ryder Cali in on the forecheck. And Noah Roberts will turn behind his own net. Gives it to Crawford. Crawford ahead. Ray kicks it on in. Enright is going back. 10 seconds left. Enright up the boards. He was hit hard. And could we have an icing call? We do, with 3.5 seconds left. So enough time here if you're Owen Sound.
A pretty big line with Bowie and DeLille to take the draw.
So Bowie right behind DeLille. Goes to the boards. Bowie's going to look to fire. He got it to the net, but McIver will make the save. And period 2 is Cronin skated it as far as the Owen Sound blue line, but coughs it up. Owen Sound, though, returns the favor as they turn it over. Fed into the middle of the ice, and it's going to get slapped down. Coming into there, looking for it, was Kunapaski. Now, a steal. Vaughn, his shot off of the skate of Lenny Greenberg. Cam Warren, nifty little move to go by his fellow rookie, Max DeLille. A centering feed, though, went right onto the tape of Cole Zarowski. Zarowski, a long wrister, off the blocker of McIver and out of play.
It's really helped to break through opposition defenses this season. It's the one line that, since they have been formed, have not changed anything. They've kept those three together, and they've messed with the other three lines as they try to find chemistry, but the coaching staff likes what they have with that line, and I wouldn't be surprised if they finish the season together, barring any major injuries.
And a very effective trio, to say the least. Delayed offside here, and the play will be whistled down. I mentioned Owen Sound's 3-0 when leading after 40. On the flip side, went into the corner. Back to the blue line, a wrist shot wide. Roberts and Nelson both were looking at it. Roberts trying to get it out, tied up by Warren. Brought back in by Vaughn. Cali going to the net. Parker Vaughn for Ryder Cali. Roberts a chance to move it up the boards. Harry Nancy will get control, and he's able to clear it out. On the heels of that good penalty kill by the Battalion, they start to press. Braden Rogers throws it up at the point, kept in. Warren in front. Quick one-timer by Cali. Didn't get full wood on it. Now Nancy trying to turn it upstream, but he has his pocket picked as it was stolen by Amadowski. Nelson, though, just muscles him down to the ice. Now Cali can't handle the pass. Played ahead for Pierce Bowie, who's after it. 1 against 2, and he was hit. Ryder Cali up the middle. Potential turnover. He batted it down. Tristan DeLille pounces on the puck. DeLille spinning. Good balance, good control. Tristan DeLille in front. It got into the blue paint, and it is smothered by McIver. And he's got now 27 stops in the contest. Trenton Bennett at the other ends made 18 saves. Likely to be tested here as the Battalion are back to the power play. Owen Sounds had 2 cracks on the man advantage. This is going to be opportunity number 4 for North Bay. They're 0 for 3. Greer goes over to Cam Warren. A shot. Stop was made by Bennett. Battle for the loose puck. Glove down by Warren. He's really been buzzing out there here tonight. He's in search of his first OHL goal. Got an assist in the game. Now 5 helpers on the season. Warren steps off the boards, takes it down to the goal line and sends it back high. It's Greer with a low shot, tipped in front by Procession, but went into the corner. Now Cali, Warren, waits, shoots, he scores! First OHL goal. Nancy leaning on him. They were wrapped right up. Now Moses coming down his off wing. Shamar Moses. Redkowski gives him a shove. Moses still with possession. And he turns it over to Nancy. A breakaway pass. Won't get ahead, though, to Tristan DeLille as Moses, who had turned it over, makes up for that mistake by denying an Owen Sound breakaway. Redkowski short pass picked up by DeLille. Fed ahead to Pierce Bowie. Bowie, long shot. Punched away by McIver. DeLille is hit as he played it down low for Sikora in front. Now Sikora again. DeLille, and the net is off again. McIver leaning in on that post. And that'll stop the play. Here. Plenty going on, though, Monday for sports fans in Ontario. And the attack and the Battalion, all part of that. We'll talk more about that shortly as Owen Sound gets a chance. A shot on the one-timer by Sikora. And the save is made. Sarnia's
thing on Wednesday, October 29th. And I will mention, another Spencer in the building just won a $25 Tim Hortons gift card. So shout out to a kid with the best name on earth, Mark McKelvey.
I thought maybe they had you playing the game.
Gift card.
Didn't even think of that. Yeah, you're right. Worth mentioning as we were looking at the upcoming schedule, next week is Rivalry Week in the OHL. A new initiative this year, and the Attack's rivalry is with their foes on Highway 6, the Guelph Storm. That home and home coming up Friday and Saturday. So looking forward to that. Owen Sound on a 3-on-2. DeLille for Sikora. Went for a shot at the flex. And trying to get that rebound off the end boards was Bowie. Cross center is Warren. And Owen Sound got back. Tristan DeLille, such a 200-foot player. Now Sikora catches that pass. lets it go, and that one off a stick. Bowie chops it. Sikora's in front. He got knocked down. Crawford knocks it at the left point. Crawford went for a shot. That one's off a stick. Bowie swinging at the point. Rogers kept it in across. Sikora spins away from Warren. Drops it off for Crawford. Roberts a shot off the end glass behind the net. Bowie trying to stuff it home. It pops into the slot, and Noah Roberts takes control. His backhander comes across. Sikora spins just wide, and McIver will smother it at the side of the North Bay goal.
Well, Mark, just
5 is just how many bodies are out there. It sometimes worked to the team with the lead's advantage. Here, though, it's just like a regular power play. 5-on-4, empty net. And the draw is controlled by North Bay. Shamar Moses goes over to Kent Greer. Greer lets it go, and it was blocked by Tristan DeLille. Owen Sound will look to get it out. Tristan DeLille delays, plays it down the ice, and Noah Nelson gets to the puck, and he scores! Great